guys, welcome to another episode of Farm with Paul, and today we are continuing with our second season on whereby we are dealing about calf management and feeding. Today we left at a point whereby our calves was at around 3 months, and we have already weaned our calf and we are no longer feeding on milk. So we are actually feeding that calf on the normal feeds that we are feeding the other cows. At 3 months, you can now even start keeping them together so that they can be able also to actually interact and be able to go do what we call feed competition. And by this, it helps those calves feed more and very fast due to the competition they are having between either two calves or more. But if you only have one calf, you can actually keep it and actually start feeding it as follows. One thing you should also ensure is, because you have already extracted milk. Milk is a complete balanced diet. So even the feeds that you will start feeding on, it should be complete balanced diet that will enable your calf grow and be able to sustain the growth as it was growing previously when it was feeding milk. So how do you ensure you have a balanced diet? One is by knowing the type of feed that you're feeding. For example, if you're feeding hay, hay has a very high dry matter content and a considerable amount of crude protein. Also, dairy meal is made up of a high crude protein, which is around 16 or 14 to 16%, or even some can go as high as 18%. The other thing is, you should also know things like the sweet potato vines, which have very good crude protein. So, how do you ensure your calves feed on all those that will enable it to grow properly? This is by mixing those feeds. For example, you are feeding such a calf. What we do is we mix around some considerable amount of hay. We mix together with what we call a super napier as a source of protein, and we also mix around 1 kg of our calf pellet of the dairy meal. On top of that, you also add Ndama mineral leaks to ensure that that calf has enough nutrients that are balanced. Because what most farmers make a mistake is they withdraw milk and continue feeding very poor quality feeds, and the results are the cows become stunted and it has a very big stomach that has undigestible material, and it also has a very poor coat and color. And to avoid all that is actually by ensuring your feeds are balanced. So whenever you have also that calf, you also ensure you deworm it from the 4th month up to 6th month consecutively each month, and ensure you interchange the dewormers. And also ensure wherever that cow is sleeping, there are no ticks, and also ensure that it has a comfortable place whereby it won't be having wounds that will actually lead to what we call the secondary infections and can actually lead to the death of your calf. Such kind of calves are highly affected by bloat. So ensure all the feeds that you are feeding them are pre-dried or wilted before you feed to your calf to avoid bloat, which can actually kill a number of your animals. The other thing, they are also affected with what we call East Coast fever if you do not actually control what we call the ticks. So ensure if you are in a zero grazing, you ensure you spray your cows at least once in every month. The other thing now, when your cows attains at around 6 months, that calf stops being a calf and start transitioning to what we call a heifer. You transit from feeding it from the Ndama mineral salts and start feeding from the Joto mineral salts, which will actually help that calf in development and also attain what we call the heat cycle at the required time. So whenever you hit 6 months, from here we now start deworming our calves at least every 3 months, and also ensuring that calves feed more on hay compared to other material. This is the reason because hay helps in the development of the rumen and helps in enlarging it. And as we all know, rumen actually is the factory of a cow. And by developing that rumen properly, it ensures that cow will take enough feed and it will be able to digest and utilize those feeds to the maximally, so that your heifer can be able to grow and be a future cow that can actually produce milk. And also ensures your cow are always vaccinated against the various diseases that are around the country. And how do you ensure that? That you liaise with your county government to ensure that you vaccinate your animals to avoid diseases such as foot and mouth and other diseases that are actually crucial in the farm. After that, make sure you observe all that, and you'll be able to grow heifers that are actually big enough to be able to hold quality semen, and also be able to produce animals that can actually be profitable in your farm by observing that. See you till next time, and always remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you have already subscribed, make sure you tap on the bell so whenever we put another video, you'll be the first one to be notified. And also make sure you comment and leave your question on the comment section, so wherever you will be available, we'll be answering them one by one to ensure you also profit in this farming. See you till next time, and make sure to stay tuned for more.